Hey guys, and welcome back to our 8th episode of Portugal, playing Europa Universalis 3 with the Divine Winds expansion. When we left off, we were managing our new colonial possessions in Madeira and Rio de Oro. And we had also received a new mission called Italian Ambition. So this mission will give us core provinces on any Italian province that we're able to wrestle control from their original owners. And I've been taking a look at several of the provinces available. Let me slow down the time just a little bit and dangle our budget just a little bit. Alright. It's only March. Our budget will just make it through the year. Okay. So, I was looking at some of the provinces available. Sicily's one of them. They're just a one-province nation now, since Naples took a bite out of them. Liguria, owned by Genoa, is another one. They have a trade market there, which could be very useful for us in the future. But they're allied with the Papal State. And the Papal State could brand us as heretics if we do so, if we enter into war with them. And I have such good relations with them, I don't want to ruin it. I really don't. Plus our infamy is already way too high. It's impacting our relations with every other country in Europe, in the world, and we got to be careful with that, because all the time that we spend nurturing relations is going down the tube right now, because we just took a big old chunk of North Africa. Okay, we basically took more than other countries feel that we were entitled to take. We don't feel that way, but they do. Our allies don't really feel that way. Places that we're not allied with might feel a little more threatened with us over that. Same thing with England. They kind of tarnished their reputation when they went off and took a bunch of North Africa as well. They took 5 provinces in North Africa. We only took 4 provinces, and then we colonized a couple more. We don't get any reputation hits for colonizing them. Excellent, you see that? Alright, let's go ahead and, let's see, okay, so our naval tech went up. Let's finish off our trade tech. And then production should follow shortly after, because we have a wonderful advisor named Octavio de Paiva. It's wonderful at production technology, and that'll be one of the areas that we'll have an advantage in. But I'm more concerned about having an advantage in military technology. Specifically land right now. Later on it'll be naval. But land's very important. I don't plan on conquering all of Europe. That's not my objective with this Let's Play. My Let's Play is to make Portugal the empire where the sun never sets. What the United Kingdom was, I want to achieve. And I want to achieve it with this tiny little country. I don't have the resources that England can muster on later in the game, but I want to be able to do that. And obviously England is going to be one of my chief rivals, along with Spain, once they form, and France, and the Netherlands if they exist, and Denmark, etc. Okay, so it's the middle of July 1417. Things are moving along briskly. We are interested in fostering some new relations with other countries. Perhaps Croatia would be interested in a royal marriage? No, they would not be. How about Thuringia? I'm not sure if that's the same place. They rejected. It seems we got a new advisor arrived to our court. He's just a lowly banker, though. However, there are a couple tricks I can show you guys. If I get a very influential advisor, a banker specifically, then I can start taking out loans at a very reduced interest rate. The interest rate isn't that bad because I can take out so much money and I can inject it straight into our economy. And the interest rate could be as low as 2 or maybe even 3%, or 3 or even 2%. So, border friction castability against Castile. Galicia, Leon, and Salamanca. I'm not really interested in changing our borders with Castile at all. Gosh, that's a nice province, though. And why border relation disputes with Castile? They're an ally. I plan to keep them as an ally. I'll keep them in some kind of royal marriage leash, some kind of alliance leash, something where they never want to. I'll give them military access. How about that? I think they rejected it. Yeah, they refused it right off the bat. Interesting. Okay. I do need some military access here. And we have military access with England already. I think I would like military access with Naples. That could be useful. And what else? What else can we do here? Aragon, how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Good. I think it's time to take a loan. And we're going to be investing purely in colonizing. I want to get our 2 colonial provinces up to speed as quickly as possible so they start generating revenue for us and not taking it from our coffers. Revolt in Tangiers. And we're now in a war with Granada. And Tunisia has entered this war along with us. And we defeated the rebels, and now we're going to run them down. It's quite a large rebel force there. For us, you know, we're not a big country. And there, we wiped them out. Got some more tradition out of it. Pause this real quick. There's a lot going on. Gain a crusade and a Casabella against Granada, which we already had. Let's see here. Yeah, all of our money is going to be going straight into our colonial efforts. And then after our colonial efforts are done, then we'll pump it straight into building structures in our home provinces. And missionaries. Very expensive to send missionaries, but can be worthwhile. At least a missionary in Seuss. That should get our revenue and everything else up higher. We'll send another colonist. Oh, our natural scientist, Octavio de Paiva, has died. And there's another banker that we just got. This is regrettable. How unfortunate for our nation. I'm going to commission a tapestry. We've received reports from our colonial settlers in Madeira that the land is very fertile and would serve extremely well for sugar plantations. Excellent. That's better than I expected. Huh. Excuse me a second while I read this. We could make this very profitable. Sugar. If we built a refinery there in the future, it would increase the profit from this island by 200%. That's excellent. And perhaps we want to build a constable here in Madeira, and a dock, and yes. Perhaps we do want to do that as soon as we need to make this place a thriving province ASAP. This might help us a lot with income, so it's a very good investment. Merchant fractures. Every so often, merchants have different ideas in regards to trade would clash, and small factions supporting either cause would emerge, causing ruptures. I am going to propose free trade. We're going to be heading down that path in the future, so I don't see how it could hurt us at all in the present. We're already dominating our own market, and we still have a 99% chance of successfully competing in our own markets. And let's send some more colonists there. Plant the sugar fields. Granada has accepted peace, and they have been completely wiped out. Naples, they tell us they have inherited the throne of Provence. Charm and beauty are sometimes as effective as cannons. Provence is over here. This is interesting. France will undoubtedly have claim on Provence someday. Oh goodness. Provence is also up here in Maine and Anjou. And France does have a core on them, so Naples and France will probably be going to war in the future. That's so cool. Naples would lose, but for me, that means that I might want to declare war on them in the future when they're weak, when France is kicking their butts. I need to build a marketplace in Madeira, most importantly. So we'll have to build a marketplace there as soon as they're a province. Castile wants to declare war on Aragon, and I must decline. I have to decline. I just lost one of my greatest allies. I have royal marriages with too many of these countries. I have military accesses through them. He just picked war with the wrong countries. I just can't enter in on that. That's very unfortunate. I did not expect that to happen, guys. Now, Aragon wants an alliance from me. I'm gonna stay out of this conflict entirely. I will let them butt heads against each other. I don't care what happens. I am not part of this. Sorry guys, we might be able to put our nations back together in the future. Hopefully, I would like to see everybody getting along well in the future. Alright, I don't think Castile's going to succeed because Aragon is allied with France, and I think Castile's going to get its butt kicked. What were we going to do? Yes, I was going to contemplating hiring an army reformer. Someone to help us. Well, let's see. That's right, we just lost our production guy, didn't we?